Hi there, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sage. I make makeup videos here on YouTube. I would love to have you as a subscriber to stick around and see what we have coming up next. I am reaching for 500 subscribers. I believe I have 235-ish right now, so if you don't mind subscribing, that would really help me out. And also, please click like and leave a comment, and let's chat in the comments. I hope you like this makeup. It's a rose gold, pink, very feminine moment. I really like it. So enjoy the video and I'll talk to you soon. So I applied my skincare earlier this day, so I'm just using my Wet n Wild spray to refresh the skin and kind of re-dampen it. And then I'm using this e.l.f. primer. It's a pore minimizing primer, I believe, to prime the skin. And then into my L'Oreal 24 Freshwear, 24-hour Freshwear foundation, which is just really a beautiful foundation. I'm applying that with my finger and then buffing it with this Real Techniques buffing brush, and then I'm going to pat it in with the Beauty Blender. Next, I'm taking my Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser in Brightening, the pink one, to cancel out the blue under my eyes, and then into my favorite Milani concealer to add more coverage and kind of color correct that pink color. And then also applying it a little bit in between the eyebrows, on the chin, above the lip, and then pouncing it in with my damp Beauty Blender, as usual. And then I'm going to be setting this with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder in Fair 05. It's a really beautiful powder to set with. And then for the face, I'm going to be using a CoverGirl powder. All the names and products and shades will be listed below, but I thought I'd try out a pressed powder today that I had in my collection. So as soon as I'm done doing this, taking my time. For this video, I decided to add more of the detail work, so show more of the process in a way. So it's a touch longer, but I wanted to be a little more thorough and spend a little more time on each step to show you all kind of exactly what goes on. And this was a sad, broken L'Oreal bronzer, but it's a really pretty product. So I'm kind of contouring and bronzing at the same time. So you can see I'm hitting right below that cheekbone. And if you can't find your cheekbone, you can just feel it with your fingers or roll a makeup brush down your cheek, and then you'll feel when it goes in. So you just want to place the contour in the where it goes in to make that look a little deeper to give your face more shape. And then I'm doing the same kind of contouring to the nose. I use my e.l.f. palette. I use that darkest color, and then I blend it out with my under eye powder brush. Apply a little bit in the Cupid's bow, a little bit under the lip to make the lips look fuller. I don't even know if it does much. This is the same bronzer. I'm just using a fluffier brush. I want to get a little more coverage, a little more, area with that. And then this super bright Makeup Revolution blush is so pretty. I rarely wear it, but I really wanted like a bright strawberry blush. And it looks a little crazy now, I know, but the end product is very beautiful with the eyes. I knew I was going for a pink, rosy, girly, really feminine look, so a lot of blush is necessary. Then I blush topped with my rose shimmering, what is it called? Shimmer Brick from Bobbi Brown. I used to work at Bobbi Brown and I forgot what they're called. And then into the highlighter from Wet n Wild. The shade will be listed below, and it has a bit of like a pinky iridescence to it. It's really perfect for this look. And just touching that on the tops of cheekbones, high points of the bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, and I think I put a little bit under my eyebrow bone as well. And then Cupid's bow and a touch on the chin, just whatever's left on the brush. I just wipe it on the chin like that, and just brings dimension and light to the face. Oh yeah, there's under the brow bone right there. Under the eyebrow, sorry, on the brow bone. And then the L'Oreal Brow Stylist, the skinny pencil. I'm gonna fill in the brows. Zip through this. And then this is the Rimmel palette that is so pretty. I'm using this one mostly today. I'm starting with that pretty hot pink and using this as my transition shade, bringing it high up as I usually do, kind of blowing out that color. This will be the base. This will ground the rest of our looks as we add more deeper tones. So bringing it all the way in and all the way out, and almost winging it out, almost bringing it out towards the tail of my eyebrow. And then I'm taking that next deepest shade and working this into the outer corner and then up into the crease a little bit, but not taking it all the way in. Oh yeah, and that's my postpartum like bald spot there. So not the best hairdo. Thank you, baby number 2. Yeah, so here we go. We're just deepening up with that second shade and creating this. So adding it to the outer lash line and out, and then bringing it in towards the crease. So in a V shape, kind of a typical outer V moment. And then I'm going into this deeper, more of a rosy, deeper rose shade, and then deepening up that V in that outer corner. You can see I really take my time, and you'll see later in the tutorial I go back and forth with the brushes and the blending, and then the brush, the fluffy brush we used for that first pink, to really make sure it's all blended, all seamless, or as seamless as I can get it. So I try to show more of that in this video. I didn't cut much of that, so you could see all the steps. So here I'm blending again with that second color, and then this is a L'Oreal product. It's very beautiful, rose gold, kind of like creamy pot shadow. It's not cream, but it feels creamy. So gorgeous. Patting that all along the empty part of the lid into the inner corner, and then whatever's left on the finger I bring up towards my brow. So I'm kind of fading it up just with the finger. I find those kind of shadows go on best with the finger. I don't even mess around with the brush. And then I add a little more. Next, I'm taking this beautiful rose gold loose pigment from Wet n Wild and patting that on the same area, focusing the pigment on towards the lash line, and then again diffusing it up. So whatever's left on my fingertip, I just kind of pat it upwards towards the eyebrow, and that makes a really seamless, beautiful flow up. So there's no cut crease, there's no like demarcation. And then I'm going back into the outer darkest color, touching it up, and then this is a like light pinky liner for the waterline, and then I'm using a black one for the upper tight line, which is the upper waterline, just to fill in that white spot and make sure the lashes look as full as possible when we put on mascara. Then I'm taking that second shade and applying it to the bottom. So I'm not going all the way into the inner corner, but we're taking it, is that about halfway, 3/4, kind of diffusing it. As I get in towards the inner corner, I'm lightening up my pressure so it's not going on as pigmented. And then continually doing this the whole time, whether I show it or not, I'm continually wiping away any possible fallout. There wasn't much. Then I'm taking that darkest shadow and concentrating that just on the outer corner. So I'm not taking that in, not even halfway. And then that adds a little more depth and kind of grounds that lower lash line. I'm not using any sort of like gel liner or black or anything, but just taking those same tones we used up top, bring them down. See how they kind of just fade into the middle there. And then I'm going to take that L'Oreal, I had to go get a baby at that point, L'Oreal Rose Gold Shadow, and pat it on the inner corner, the inner quarter of the lower lash line to kind of mirror the top. Then I take this really light shimmery pink and highlight just the tear duct, the very inner corner there. And then on top of that, I take this ultra shimmery Wet n Wild loose powder. It is crazy in real life. And just literally, look at that, it looks wet. Dot a dot on to what I just had put on. And then I'm going back, touching this up, continually looking at my big mirror, at my little mirror, touching this up, blending, touching out, blending. And then I take just a touch of that first bright pink and, like, with barely any pressure, go under that lower lash line to make sure everything's blended. And put these mascaras on. I'm not going to bore you. Mascaras are on. I thought my lashes looked pretty good because I'm growing them out with a serum, so I did not wear falsies. Thought they looked pretty nice. And then taking my liner that I used to overline the lips, and I'll just overline them here. And I'm kind of connecting the Cupid's bow like with a straighter line because I want that real look of fullness in the middle. And then this is a Rimmel lip liner, a rosy color one. I'm going to add this to the outer lip line before we do some lipstick. I'm taking a Bobbi brown lip color in Pale Mauve. Yes, Pale Mauve. And applying that. Haven't worn this in so long. Such a pretty shade. I actually really like it like this when I'm looking at it back on camera on my computer. but I went ahead and added a lighter shade because I thought maybe it wasn't like popping enough, but I really like it like this. So I clearly didn't like it at the time. So I added this lighter pink just to the middle, and I patted it out with my finger, which I don't think I showed. And then this is the final look. I really hope everyone enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please click like and subscribe, and I'd love to see you back for another one. Bye.